Um, wow. So yes, we have a new intro, brand new intro. It catch me by surprise. It catch everybody by surprise. I did not expect that. It's crazy. Anyways,
You jump.
welcome to GZ Sports. You don't know, I'm here, Fry, and we have our host Jackson, and we have another host Randy. Big up on yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
man, Vamos, as usual, it's awesome to be here. It seems that we got some little bit of a budget increase, thankfully,
But
you know,
but
under
no
the
pay
new
increase.
INEOS management. What do you say, Jackson?
But no pay increase.
No pay increase, of course not. We're slaves. Anywho, how are you guys doing today?
Boy, I'm doing good, and I was just in the pre-month, I was just explaining how I had like a school shooting scare, which was not really a school shooting, it was just a random guy running in the hallways, which triggered a lot of trauma. So that was quite an experience. How about you? How about you guys?
Well, we're in Jamaica, so nothing really are going. It's kind of very boring. Sometimes I just wish that, the Avengers were really just say, Hulk, throw some money through the window, and then you say, no, we're okay, go on. But, it's nothing's really happening. I think, last night was a bit cold, but that's about it.
You know what? It's crazy that's what happened to Andrew for the week, and then Jackson like literally wants something else to happen. Like, bro, personally though,
Yeah,
personally though, it's been alright. Like, I can't even say anything else. It's been alright. You know, it's been hot. I don't know where the coldness come from. I need to go where you are. It's been hot. It's been humid. It's been full of excitement and celebration. But we'll get into that right after this. Take
Yeah,
over.
yeah, it's funny how Jackson said he wanted more excitement because in a certain place right now, US is suiting up for war in the Middle East again. So
yeah,
uh
I saw
so
that actually.
every couple of no like every other day there's like some really super powered fighter jets flying past my house, and it's literally the most terrifying things you can think of. It sounds like a plane is literally crashing into your home. That's how loud it sounds, you know. So
Hmm.
yeah, so that is quite shocking. Yeah, but we can get right into the show. You don't know. Uh, sorry, my doorbell just rang a little bit. Quite confusing. But yeah, so
Hey,
the end of the January transfer window is here, and I want to say that there is rumor that Kylian Mbappe has chosen Real Madrid for the umpteenth time. You know, it's quite shocking for everybody. Wow, never heard that before. Yes,
never.
I want to say only 100 million pounds was spent by Premier League clubs compared to 850 million the last January window. So that is quite shocking. You have any input on the little bit of money spent this January? Well, I could add that I think it has to do with Pep and Pep and his charges. So they kind of dial back. They kind of dial
What?
back
What?
because Pep, I believe Pep was single-handedly messing with the numbers. So now that he has 115 charges, he kind of dial back on the spending a bit because so that's why you see it reflecting in the numbers. So that's my opinion on that. But you guys can tell me what you think.
Bro.
Per- Personally speaking, I don't know how Pep has anything to do with this. But I mean, I, it's kind of confusing for me personally because, as you said, 800 million compared to 100 million. It's crazy. It's unfathomable, especially considering how interesting this year's Premier League is. The big money spent. Frankly, I expected Chelsea to sign half of the dreadlock youth in London this January, but that didn't happen. Maybe the Premier League is becoming more conservative with their money. Maybe because of the recent charges against Villa, Everton, and the City, they're watching their bank statements and bank books more Hawkeye, if that's even yeah, Hawkeye, yeah. I don't really get it. I mean, I expect teams to be strengthening all year round, really, like in the summer, yeah, especially in the summer, but also in January, you can look what is wrong, getting a couple additions. I don't know why. I honestly don't know why. Maybe it's just teams are less willing to jump. jump at players now. Maybe they're more conservative. Maybe they're just looking towards the future more than just panic purchases. Jackson, over to you.
Yeah, I mean, I think um, for me it goes down to probably it's either everybody's gotten broke or something happened in the matrix, right? And it's obvious no one is actually broke. I mean, everybody is recording record revenue. Um, I mean, there've been a lot of loan deals happening, a lot of players coming back from loan, etc. Speaking with somebody even from Chelsea, they brought back about 8, 9 players from loan, and I'm going to use them in the first team. I mean, I've never heard this before. Normally, Chelsea just spend 60 million on somebody and bring in a new player.
It seems
Um,
Jackson.
but I think it just goes down to the to financial fair play. I mean, Everton have been docked twice. Forest, I mean, Forest are gonna be docked, and their response was buying another goalkeeper. I can't understand it, and then getting Gio Reyna, but that's them. But yeah, they've been docked. Villa are being looked at. So are Manchester City, as everybody knows. Chelsea, like I think FFP is just what's taking care of this. It's just making people so afraid to spend because the financial window starts. I think it starts in July because it ends June 30, so it starts July 1st. They're gonna try and just put their spending into that to try and hide from the FFP.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
as you said, I think that's the main issue. Continue, Fry. I'm sorry for jumping.
yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. Yeah, that's what I was saying as regards to Pep and stuff. But I wasn't. I was just focusing on Pep because I have agenda against Pep. But yeah, I agree wholeheartedly that financial fair play has, and that is a dramatic cut. Because looking at the figures, 815 million to 100 million is crazy decrease, and and that impacts not only the Premier League but other clubs because they're purchasing from probably even outside of Europe as well. So it is quite it impacts a lot of other economies outside of England. So that's quite interesting. Um, I want to go into the topic madness at Molineux as Kobe Mainoo strikes in the 97th minute to secure 3 points for Manchester United. Ah boy, what what a goal, what a game, what a man. This
What a
guy
man,
has scored the dream goal.
You know
I
what?
dream about
bro. He's not a man.
man. He's a man to me. He's a man to me. Have you did you
Where's the
see that
child?
goal? Did you see his composure?
Yo,
Did you see his
yo,
first touch
chill.
and second touch? He was brilliant, exquisite. He's a grown man, big in football shoes and big in stature, big in skill. And he deserved his goal. He's been brilliant so far. And I want to ask you, Jackson, what you think about Menu.
I mean, look, you don't ever want to go too far ahead, right? You don't want to put high predictions or anything like that, or make it seems out of context or anything like that. But clearly, Man United have the best midfielder in the world, right? It's it's no debate, right?
No
I
debate.
mean, name a midfielder that's better than him. I mean, seriously, you can't use Jude because right now, based on how Madrid play, he technically isn't a midfielder, even though that's what he qualifies at. But you can't name a midfielder better than Kobe Mainoo right now. But hopefully Southgate's not in charge in the summer because if he is, I don't think United will get him back until probably next year because somehow he's gonna get injured at the Euros. Um, I mean, listen, I was I was in the office and we're not supposed to really have the TVs on watching games. We can play a little music, but watching games strictly off. And we had it. It was about 20 something of us on that side. And when Manu scored, man, as we Jamaicans, we know how people can get, with the amount of blank boss. Then the site director turned and everybody just started being productive in 5 seconds, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, it was fantastic, man, and it's just brilliant. He hit the Calama right in front of Sir Alex Ferguson. It was just a peach of a night, man.
Yeah, you can go ahead. You can go ahead, Savage.
I thoroughly enjoyed that performance. That did give me heart palpitations most of the time too. You know, Bottling that lead that we had. Marcus Rashford throwing a goal.
One
Beautiful to see.
Rashford.
How he left it in a goal. Don't say that, please. Poylan getting a goal, beautiful. And then, Kobe Mainu, as you said, when I looked at him, I thought I was looking at a black Messi. It was just exquisite. As you said, big boots for a small man to fill, but like Christian B, he filled them perfectly, and I can't
Christian is
really
an idiot.
complain. The only but hell, he's a small man, and he can play
Yeah,
football,
Christian
so
is an
why
idiot.
not? Well,
Yeah,
yeah, we've all
yeah,
seen the tweets. We've all
The
seen the tweets
wisdom.
with Christian B at work.
Uh,
But yeah, Kobe Minu, I was saying it to my friends the other day that he's a better player than Harvey Elliott, that he's better than Curtis Jones, that he, at his young age, have walked into a struggling Manchester United midfield and is time after time after time again producing good quality performances. It's kind of like when Pedri just emerged at Barcelona. Now, I know they're two vastly different in quality and experienced players, but one can only dream and one can only hope. And I hope that under dream that Kobe Mainu will continue to flourish, will continue to gain experience, and will continue to put on the performances that he has been. All in all, good result. Shocking defensively, though, but good result.
yeah, yeah. I
yeah.
agree. I agree wholeheartedly, and yeah, it's good to see young players performing. My heart dropped when I realized he was English because England and Manchester United players, they have quite a reputation. So I just want to say that I hope he keeps on the straight and narrow, and doesn't follow into um, bad footsteps and do horrible stuff. Yeah. So he's brilliant. He's brilliant. I thought he was I thought he has a small stature, but I watched an interview with Bruno, and he's very tall. He's a very
Yeah.
big guy.
Big
And
yes.
they said he recently got some growth spurt or something, and he's young. He's 18, so yeah, he's grown into his quality, I would say, and he's been brilliant. I don't want to leave out. I know it's a meme, but I want to give thanks for Rashford's goal as well. I don't know, we needed that, so I just want to mention that as well.
Why?
Yeah, yeah.
Why? You could have
uh,
moved on. What the hell?
all right, now we can move on. now, now we can move on. Okay.
Boy.
All right.
Chelsea in their match against Liverpool got destroyed by the club regime over there, the beast over there. Darwin Nunes continues his brilliant streak of hitting the post and literally breaking records. Hitting the post. It's crazy, and I don't know what to think about that. It is mind boggling. Savage, you can go ahead and tell me what you think about that match if you saw it.
All right. Well, personally speaking, that refereeing was quite shocking. I'm not going to lie. I think while Liverpool did deserve to win the match, ultimately, um, refereeing decision after refereeing decision went against Chelsea. One very clear penalty and one that is highly arguable went against them. As you know, Darwin Nunez showing that he has the composure of a wet goldfish. Um,
A wet what,
Personally speaking,
a wet goldfish? Do you have dry
yeah, wet
goldfish?
goldfish. No, because a dry goldfish would actually score. Anyways. All right, let's not use that analogy. Let's say he has the composure of a short giraffe trying to reach the top of the palm trees. All right, let's use that one.
What?
Um, he's he's I'd like to stand behind him, but I kind of see why Jurgen has said he's out of energy because I don't know what else he can do for this man at this point, right? But yeah, good result at the end of the day for Liverpool. Chelsea have been hard done by various mistakes. Darwin Nunez needs to get a compass attached to both of his feet, as well as his head and his neck and his entire torso. But yeah, that's all I have to really say on him as it relates to that match.
Bro, you're not watching Animal Planet anymore. Here, you're not watching it anymore. But anyway, um, look, Chelsea started well, as you said. Should have gotten a penalty early in the game. Could have changed the entire outcome. Probably couldn't have done anything. Maybe they even missed the penalty. Who knows? Um, And then Liverpool just took it up a gear. Jota becoming prime Rivaldo when anytime Salah's not here. Um, Darwin Nunez, the king, the goat, Darwizzy. I was speaking to somebody actually, and they said Darwin didn't actually create an assist. He was aiming for the post and missed. I was like, oh my gosh, that's even worse. How do you guys keep doing this? But listen, um, good result for Liverpool. They're gonna try and win this for Klopp, or the refs are gonna drag them the way there if they don't want to. What can you say? They're a very well-oiled team. For now when Afghan's done, they only miss Salah though, but if it comes down to if it comes down to it and Darwin is one-on-one, I'm just saying it might not happen for them to win the league. But it was a very good result. And Chelsea's been slapped up a bit this season, haven't they? They've been slapped up a bit. They conceded 3 to Luton. They've gotten 4 here from Liverpool. They beat City, but they didn't beat City actually. They drew 4-4. But they've been slapped up a lot, and no one's actually talking about the defensive performances or the team performance on the Pochettino. Poch is a media darling, so gets away with it maybe. But I think Chelsea need to step up hugely. Like they're almost on scroll down FC. They're almost on the second page. You can't see them.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I like to think that Darwin Nunes, his unpredictable nature is both a blessing and a curse, because I've seen Darwin Nunes score spectacular goals and then miss tap-ins like what we've seen in that match. So I think he'll get back if he's in form and he's performing. I think he'll be a menace in the league, So I hope he gets the compass, as you said, to attach to his boot so he can perform better. Fleet Town win their first match under new manager Charlie Adam. I've never heard of Fleet Town. Is that that sounds?
Excuse me?
Fleet Town.
Excuse me?
No, Fleetwood.
Oh
Fleetwood
my
Town.
days, bro.
What is this? What are these teams?
Bro, do you want to get doxxed? Bro, how you gonna Fleet Town?
Fleet Town.
That makes us sound like a bunch of freaking truckers, man. Bro, it's a team, the best team. It's the best team in football. Currently the bottom of the league, but we don't talk about that. That was just a bad little run. We beat Port Vale today, so screw Port Vale. They're better than Birmingham, though, so that means Fleetwood is better than Birmingham technically. I'll forever continue to sit on Birmingham, just so you know. It was an amazing performance. I really liked it. Charlie Adam, I love you, mate. You need to just come to Jamaica. I can treat you to some coconut water, jelly, and some jerk chicken or something, bro. You need to come over
All
here.
right, we heard it here. Charlie Adams and Randy Savage have a date in
bringing
Jamaica.
how much away.
Let's go.
But bring how much away his signed shirt with you too. I'll show you how. I'll show you how it is. But no, for real though, I'm really glad with that performance. First win that I can remember seeing in a long time. Like, I'm really pleased with that. I'm really, really pleased with that performance. And hopefully it's the first of a big win.
What's going on? Whoa. Wait, give me a second. Breaking news. My gosh, I can't believe it. Alphonso Davis, the Canadian captain, has just strained his MCL in his left knee and is out. Byron just gave a statement and I just got it, so I had to break that. It's crazy. But you can continue now. Sorry about that.
Damn, that's such a shame. I'm sorry for your loss. Rest in peace, Alphonso Davies. You will surely be not missed in the Champions League. I'm sorry, but
yeah, he won't be missed. He'll be mentioned next summer. He'll be mentioned next summer.
Yeah. No, but seriously, so get better, bro. Much love from the Jamaicans to the Canadians. Although you all don't want us in your country, but it's cool. It's fine.
That's
we
crazy.
all know he'll be towards you.
I have 2 friends in Canada right now studying. 2 friends.
Jamaican.
Yes. They actually want a lot of Jamaicans there to study. Yes. So you can go. You can go.
Nah. My heart is in Manchester.
Okay.
Your heart is Manchester. Oh, fuck.
Your heart is in. Okay. All right. Yeah. So, anyways,
Anyway,
about Fleet Town. Yeah. Get that Fleet Town out of here.
Fleetwood.
uh,
This
uh,
is why I can't like Rashford. This is why I can't like Rashford because you're butchering such an easy word, but you can say Marcus Jaquavius Rashford so easily, mate. Mate,
that's so
nah,
racist. Because his black his name is
that's
Jacqueline.
not racist.
That is racist.
How is it racist?
That is racist.
Hey, chat. Twitter,
Which
is
chat?
that racist? Please let me know.
There's no.
Anyways, Fleetwood Town, amazing performance. First money, better than Rashford, better than Transfer, better than Ten Hag, and better than Andrew's taste in footballers. There you go.
All right.
Congrats.
All right. Congrats. And with that, we're gonna take a break. Because boy, quite, quite. Yeah, I'm quite parched. Yeah. So we're gonna go out on a quick break, and then we're gonna get back to you. Yeah. Oh
And just
wow!
like that, our budget has increased yet again, folks.
what?
What is going on? I can't believe this.
Welcome back, guys, to everybody's favorite session of the show. It's the GZ Sports Transfer Roundup with your boy Randy Savage, accompanied by Fire Rice and the man, the myth, the legend. Sorry, Jackson Bryan. How you guys doing today?
I'm doing good. Doing good.
Yeah,
So,
everything's good.
all right.
I told you what I had to be doing earlier. Meeting certain people,
Yeah,
people.
Yeah, I'm just shocked
I know.
by the
Well,
the new productions, how everything's gone up in production quality. So that I'm just lost for
yeah,
words right now.
Lost the words.
yeah. Yeah. We got a donation from Scott Parker, about £5,
Oh my
which has given us
Christ.
the ability to improve our transitioning, our opening, and everything
Mm.
like that. So big up Scott Parker, your G. Speaking of one G to our next G, and we're moving over to a certain bald-headed man from Manchester, and I'm not referring to Pep. Eric Ten Hag is safe for now. I saw the tweets. A lot of people calling for his head if we were to draw that match. And quite frankly, I could not really disagree with them. This Wolves team, while they were high flying in the match, they were less than subpar. They were less than par, And as I said, the defending was kind of shocking. But because of a certain young man, Manchester United and Eric Ten Hag keeps his job for another day. Jackson, um, Fry, the average time for a Premier League manager to stay at a club is 1.5 years. So 1 year, 5 months, and Ten Hag has just passed that. How much longer do you think he will get? How much longer do you think he will get at Manchester
Um.
with his recent
Okay.
performances?
It's just because I just recently did a calculus test. I want to inform you that 1.5 years is 1 year and 6 months. So that is just to inform you that,
That's what
uh,
I
you
meant,
know,
man.
yeah,
Oh, wow.
yeah. Anyways,
I actually meant 1 month. I actually meant 1 year, 5 months. I don't know. Sorry, I
yeah,
don't know.
semantics. It's a simple mistake. I've made it, but yeah. Um, I understand the frustration and I get it. However, Mourinho has said he's interested in the club, and I get how a lot of fans are really intrigued in Mourinho, especially with how everything that he said has come to fruition with Manchester United. However, I want to inform the fans that just give him some time and just believe and probably have hope and thing. It hasn't been horrible. It hasn't been so sharp bad. So I don't think I personally don't think it's time to leave Ten Hag. But people are gonna be upset, win or lose. So that's what I have to say. Jackson, you can take it away.
Wow. No, that's a very interesting point. But right before Jackson, Solskjaer was actually a really good manager. He was actually really decent. Like he finished in the Prem, constantly up there. He brought us to a couple finals, well, a final and a couple semi-finals. And while in the end he did go on a bad run, I wouldn't say Ten Hag has, in any way, shape, or form in his tenure at Manchester United performed comparatively better to Solskjaer. But
Hmm.
carry on.
Uh,
That's a
I would
perception.
like
That's my own personal
yeah,
opinion.
I would like to add that we
That's
got
my own
six
personal
from
opinion.
Brentford under Solskjaer, and and Brentford just got promoted. So we got six from Brentford. You know, Ivan Tony. You know that Brentford, but
We
you
we
can go
got
ahead.
we got four from Brentford and a certain man, and then we got a certain horrific scoreline from a certain Liverpool. But
Yeah, fair
Jackson,
enough.
take it away.
Bro, firstly, right? Everybody loves Solskjaer because it's Solskjaer. Secondly, I genuinely believe people only think Ten Hag's been here for like 5 months because last season I mean, look, this team was playing nothing basically. You know, Europa League, yeah, you're playing some farmers, but they were playing nothing, just basically the Premier League and the cups. They made the FA Cup final, which they lost to City, which that's not bad based on how City were last season. Um, they won the Carabao Cup. You know, Solskjaer didn't actually win us a trophy, and they finished third in the league. Now, look, let's be honest. If Casemiro, and this is a very big stretch, right? But if Casemiro doesn't get a yellow card against Palace when Elise scored that equalizer, right? That was the last game for the 10 yellow cards thing, and it would have just been wiped off for the next game against Arsenal. We would have gone on probably a 4 or 5 game winning streak, and possibly the league would have been much different. But we're not going into what ifs. But look, Eric has done a fantastic job at United. This team literally scored like what 50 something points last season, and they moved all the way up to 70 something the season after. Eric's had a bad 5 months. I mean, people forget he was manager of the month in November. So really, he's only been bad in September. It's only been September, October, and December, right? Because January is just ended. We played 2 games and it went how it's supposed. So really, it's only 3 bad months. I think the Eric Ten Hag out movement just doesn't make sense right now. Plus, he's only has 1 year on his contract anyway, so we'll know by the end of July whether he's gonna be here or not next season because no one's gonna sit on just 1 year contract and not either get an extension or know that they're gonna be leaving or the club put it out. So whether you want him to stay or go, we'll all know in July. But it's unfair to speak about Eric that way. You know that like
I understand, and that's a very mature perspective to look at it. It's not like Eric Ten Hag had a 7 year contract from the likes of Chelsea. And speaking of
exactly.
Chelsea, Mauricio Pochettino has been not really under fire, but the pressure has been piling on for the London Cowboys. Todd Bowley's men, they slumped to an embarrassing defeat, quite frankly. Not only for them, but for Premier League officiating as well. But the fact is that he has been given quite a rude awakening in this match. We know that Chelsea went on a good little streak in the last couple of weeks, winning good games, scoring some goals. You know, what do you think Chelsea can probably do right now off the back of this defeat? We know that Liverpool have a pep in their step, and take that with a grain of salt, considering that Jurgen is the manager. Well, soon to be ex-manager. What do you guys think of Pochettino? What on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you evaluate his performances for Chelsea this season? I believe that they're still 10th though, so
Well,
I don't think. Look, the um, what would I say? There's not been enough scrutiny on Pochettino. Look, I know it's not the hot seat like Manchester United. It doesn't bring the clicks, the likes, the follows, the viewership. But Chelsea is still a big job, you know. Just because it's not Roman Abramovich in charge doesn't mean it's gotten any worse. Um, no one scrutinized Pochettino. I mean, they've been on the second half of the Premier League page for majority of this season. I mean, if not for January, they'd still be there, and no one seems to bat an eye. You know, it's He went on a 3-game win streak. Okay, fantastic. He's back to losing again. And I mean, what do Chelsea have to play for? People say, "Oh, the Carabao Cup final." I mean, wasn't that a dress rehearsal for the Carabao Cup final? A 4-1 drubbing. I mean, yeah, it's gonna be a neutral ground, but it's not anything to play for. The FA Cup, their replay against Villa, I don't expect them to go through because if they can't dispatch them at Stamford Bridge, look, if your name's not Newcastle, you can't go to Villa Park and win. Um, so that's that. And then what? They're just going to play for seventh place, Conference League football. It's not good enough. And, I'm not a Chelsea fan, but Chelsea fans should know that Pochettino is not doing well enough right now. Don't get him sacked or anything, but there should be more criticism, more scrutiny on him at this point in time.
Yeah, and I would like to say I agree wholeheartedly, especially with the standard that Chelsea have as a club and with their managers and how they are supposed to perform. So I want to just second everything that you've said. I agree wholeheartedly.
Yes, that's a very fair assessment. As I said, he certainly has not lived up to the expectations. While we know he does have the financial backing, maybe if he survives that long, we could see some changes in the summer. What do you think Chelsea need the most right now? I know I would probably say divine intervention, but what do you guys think Chelsea need the most right now?
Um, that's how Chelsea need a lot. Maybe a proper recruiting department because when Bowley came in, he sacked all the good work that was there before. Even Czech was gotten rid of and everything like that. So I would say a proper recruiting department because they do need defenders. They do need a striker. They still need a proper out and out left winger because their left side is completely dead. Midfield is kind of here, but if there's one injury, what they're gonna do? So a proper recruiting department probably.
To be honest, I have no idea, but if I was to be a very biased football fan, which I am, I would have said a certain Dejan Whisper. That's what I would say.
So
Yeah. So
You
that's
know what? You know what? I respect that. I respect the grinder. Whisper. If you ever want, we can give you Andrew's number. He's your biggest fan. Just hit us up and we can send it your way. But just moving on from Chelsea and to a peculiar situation in La Liga. No, Getafe and Real Madrid met in the yeah in the league recently, and apparently some words were exchanged between a certain Jude Bellingham and a certain Mason Greenwood. Now we all know the terminologies that have been thrown about, the synonyms accredited to Mason Greenwood, the alleged synonyms at least accredited to Mason Greenwood recently, and the league has launched an investigation whether or not to ban Jude Bellingham, hired a lip read and everything like that, calling the players for witnesses. And while I understand the seriousness and defamation clauses and everything like that, where is this response when Vinicius and Rodrigo have been racially abused not only by opposition fans but by players? And Jackson, as a Real Madrid fan, I have to ask you keenly if Bellingham had did in fact say that to Greenwood and offense was taken and everything like that, what do you think should be the punishment? And then similarly to the fans that have been racist towards Vinny and Rodrigo, what do you think should be the punishment for that?
listen, look, we could read lips all the time, right? I've actually seen a video where you can just dub everything. Like you play, there was a song. I don't remember what song was playing because I actually still don't know the lyrics of the song because they put four different things, and when you read the lips, it comes up with the four different. So it could be anything, you could say a lot of different things to Mason. Um, but he's not gonna face any action. Mason won't. Although it's down to the player anyway, if he wants to continue with the action still. Um, to your second point of the racism, well, that's down to the president of La Liga, isn't it? Javier Tebas says that the league's not racist. So if he is not going to view it, then
Right.
no one's going to view it. He's in charge of the league, and if he says there's no racism, it's not going to happen. No matter how much we actually see it, or no matter how much it's shown. I mean, before the Super Copa, and the Atletico fans were just outside the game saying Vinicius, you monkey, and all of those things. But then I say it's not a racist league. So I mean, what can you do?
What we can do is boycott La Liga, you know, and
I mean,
watch Barcelona play,
they're
and
already
watch.
broke. Man. They're already broke. They have nothing. Like if unless Real Madrid's the only team with money in La Liga. That's as simple as that. Everybody else is broke. There's nothing to boycott anymore.
That is very true. That is very true. Well, moving on to the AFCON roundup of the day, and that was no, not really a roundup. We just talked about one serious game, and it was between Angola and Nigeria, and of take a bow, Adeole Lookman, Adeole whatever Lookman, take a
Adamola.
bow, Ademola Adeyemi, Femi, Bafana
You have four
Bafana,
different people. What the hell?
you know, oh, take a bow, the former Fulham man, right? Take a bow. He recently declared for Nigeria, I think in 2023 or 2022, and he has put them through to the semifinals with an amazing strike. Angola, amazing performances from them. They really did do. They really did put this tournament on the limelight, and now it's clear to see that Nigeria is the clear favorites, or are the clear favorites to go all the way. Do you guys believe that I forgot the nickname. What's the nickname again? The Super Eagles. Do you believe that the Super Eagles can bring the trophy back to Nigeria and to who do you think will win AFCON?
Well, you can't really predict Afcon, and you know better than that. You cannot predict Afcon, right? Like
I know, which is why I'm
I
asking
mean,
the
what
question. I
the
want to
hell?
hear your crazy
Afcon makes
predictions.
no sense. It's the only competition in world football that doesn't make any sense. I mean, right now, if you check on who's left, Nigeria are still waiting on the winner of the Cape Verde South Africa game, and then you have Ivory Coast and Congo who are still there. I mean, who can you really say could possibly win it? I mean, Nigeria have the best team, I would say. They have strong defense with Calvin Bassey. They have Iwobi in the midfield, Osimhen up front, Adamola Lookman, as you said, the real Nigerian prince. Um, but then you got Ivory Coast with their talents as well. It it's difficult to actually check, right? Congo have a good team as well, right? Congo do have a good team, but well, if I'm to be completely honest, I would probably go with the Ivory Coast. I think they'll go through. I think they'll win it because of the midfield that they do possess. And don't get me wrong, Nigeria has a good one, but having Kessie, Jean-Michel Seri, Sekou Fofana, it's a very good look for you as a team. Simon Adingra, who plays for Brighton as well, is a good player. And you remember they have Sebastian Allaire, who's up front, so they do have a decent squad. I think they just have just a bit much over Nigeria to actually take the trophy from them.
Yeah,
Yes,
I
well,
would like to
and
add. Yeah, I would
go
like to
on.
add that Nigeria is a good team, and I think mainly because I have a Nigerian classmate, and he has informed me a lot about the team and Osimhen and those guys. So that's why I'm just rooting for them because I know somebody who's Nigerian now, in a way, So that's mainly, yeah,
In a way,
yeah, yeah,
but is
yeah.
bro half Nigerian or
Oh
something?
no, no, no.
But
He's Nigerian.
oh, okay. Well, I'd like to point out the extremely dramatic fashion that Ivory Coast did in fact beat Mali today. So Mali took the lead through Dorgeles, whatever, in the 71st minute. And then same Adinga in the 90th minute scored to send the match into extra time. And in the 120th plus second minute, Diakate for the Ivory Coast
Hmm.
hit the shot, well, got the goal in, and then immediately got sent off along with Traore and
Yeah,
Kosovu
yeah.
to end the match. That
Hmm.
Mali dominated that game. Let's just be frank. Mali absolutely dominated that match. Possession was
Hmm.
about 62 to 60, 62 to 38. They both had similar amount of shots. But let me be quite frank. That is what Afghan is all about, folks. That is why it's the greatest competition on earth, barring the World Cup.
Hey, what you
And we
saying?
love to see the unpredictable nature of it.
Concacaf. You know, you can never predict
Which,
Concacaf. We know the four best teams, and none of them are making it.
very funny. Very funny. But, on the final topic of the show today, it comes to a sobering end, similar to the career of a great off-road man himself, the former Manchester United player, the former Jose Mourinho love child. Marouane Fellaini has confirmed that he is retiring at football at the age of 38 years old. Um, Amazing player on his day. Really, while not a legendary player, he will go down in the books as one of the more gifted players of our generation, if not only for his height, but for his spectacular afro as well. What do you guys make of Marouane Fellaini? Marouane Fellaini and his spectacular career. I believe he has 9 titles in his entire career, so it's not bad. And he was a Manchester United midfielder as well.
Yeah, it's not bad, right? I couldn't stand Fellaini. I'll be honest with you, I couldn't stand him. One thing that really interested me about Fellaini was how effortlessly, let's say that you could you could hit the ball at about 100 miles an hour straight at him. He'll be like this with his chest, and it's just dead. It just doesn't move. That's it. I still want to know how he keeps doing that. I remember a pass, I think it was a Premier League game, and Pogba absolutely slapped the shit out of that ball, and he was just like, turn. I was like, what the hell is wrong with this guy? But look, Fellaini, there are a lot of people who hear that name and get triggered. You know, I mean, Arsenal fans, Liverpool fans, they hear Marouane Fellaini, they immediately get triggered. He retired in China. See, after he left in China, he tried to get another contract. Doesn't seem it was happening to his liking, so he just decided to call it quits. But good career. Throughout, played in the Premier League for a good time. Won titles, as he said. I remember he won the Europa League with United as well. So didn't do bad as a player individually.
Yeah, and it's sad to see so much legends and so much notable players, popular notable players as well, leave the footballing sphere.
We're
We've
getting
had a
old.
lot of. Well, they're getting older. That's the sad part. Like, I know that I know that in like 3 or 4 years we'll see both Messi and Ronaldo retire, but I'm not really ready for that yet. Um, but yeah, that has been GZ Sports today. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for listening. As always, it's been your boy Randy Savage, accompanied by Jackson Bryan and Fry Rice for the GZ Sports roundup of the day. Remember, you can follow us at Twitter at GZ_sports, at Randy Singh, and at Kyle Willie 31 for Jackson Bryan. As usual, you can go on um, Fry Rice on Grinder to find him out and everything like that. Um,
Oh, wow, he's back with that.
you know, uh,
We're just
until he
running back
gives
the
us
jokes
his
from last week. We're just running back the
uh,
jokes from last week. Oh,
nah,
okay.
mate, until you give us a proper handle, I'm just going to continue using that. You know, just 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 look
Fair
for the
enough.
guy that has a picture of Rashford pointing to his head, right? And you'll see and you'll know it's him. But yeah, it's video boy Randy Savage again. Thank you guys for tuning in. Is there anything you guys want to say before we wrap up today?
I just want to
Um,
big up the production team because they've been doing brilliant so far with the new upgrades. It's been staggering. It's been staggering to witness. So just thank you for all who participated and who played a part in that. Thank you.
yeah. All I'm
Yes,
gonna
yes,
say
yes. The
is,
production excellent.
yeah. So all I was gonna say actually, the Afcon final is next week this time. Maybe we have something to show. Maybe we do. Maybe we don't. Also, we have other things in the works that, if we can get done, the plan is maybe, just maybe, it will be there in the future for you guys to continue watching as like some, I would say bonus content. But for now, we're still in the planning phase. Um, right now, We'll talk more about it tomorrow. The guys will talk more about it tomorrow. But this has been another episode of GZ, and we'll see you guys next week. Vamos.
Vamos, vamos, vamos.